Hello, my name is Nader. I will present here my reflection on all topics that I got it in this module and how I applied them to my work. At first, I have to mention here the ongoing activity, which is reflective writing. From this activity, I felt the progress. By doing the written work, I touch my idea. I can validate the idea. I can connect the idea. At the end, I can judge the idea. So according to time limitation, which is 5 minutes, I tend to make this presentation as a steps for UX process to have a successful digital product. So at the first, you should have an idea that comes from our needs, pains. We need to improve something essential for us. So, and to spark this creativity, there is many techniques to follow. I did in this module 2 of them. The first one, it's a brainstorming. The second one, it's opposite thinking. And I have the chance also to combine between them by doing the first exercise, which is rapid ideation. It was a surrealism card that can give you this spark. What I did in this rapid ideation, there is a tiny sword with a child facing a mighty dragon. So I transformed his tiny sword to mobile app. At the end, eventually this mobile app came as a diary app for the kids. And for the mighty dragon, I transformed this mighty dragon to be all the obstacles and fears that may face this child. Now I can say I have a concept of the idea. I need to validate this idea, and I need to connect this idea and to go further with this idea. So I have to structure what's in mind by doing the opposite thinking and the brainstorming technique. So in the first one, I addressed all the solutions that may achieve, as considered as a service. And by doing the brainstorming technique, I can find the feature set that may achieve these solutions. So now you have the idea, you have the feature, and you have the tools or the functions how to achieve this service. But for me, still everything there still as assumptions. So you need to validate these assumptions by doing some research, which is start with quantitative research. Then you can do the qualitative research. From doing the quantitative research, you can validate this assumption. You can validate the idea itself. You can find your target audience. By doing the qualitative research, you will have the chance to sit in person with your target audience by doing user interview, to shape this feedback in your service, to have the knowledge how to communicate with them, how they will receive your service, from communication, colors, the tone of the messages, all these aspects. So the outcomes here from the 2 research methods consider are very solid, that can build your persona, that also consider as the main reference for you to build the stories and to determine the main features for the user. And for me, after this, you can do a prototype. A prototype for me also, it's like a reflective writing, that you can close in this exercise all the gaps, all the cases, to make the user journey seamless as you can by achieving his post task. After you finish all these steps, and if you want to have, let's say, a fully fledged product, you want to do a cool exercise by prioritizing all the features and all the outputs that you gain it from previous steps, by giving all the features weights and arrange them according to the importance and the feasibility. So what became in the gray area, considered as something doable and essential for you and for your service, and you have to go online with these functions, then you can back to revise what you have according to user needs and their feedback, and so on, to enhance your product to meet the end user needs. And to achieve all the steps above, you have to follow a workflow method. There is two methods highlighted in this module: waterfall method and agile method. For me, I prefer to work under agile method because it's more effective to get real feedback from end user and to apply it and enhance a product by sprints, by publish new version the user, for the user, and get their feedback again and to reflect it again to on your product. For the waterfall methodology, it's built to have sequential steps to go all over these steps to have fully fledged product. Then you can get the feedback from the end user. After you finished all these steps, I believe you can have a solid digital product in the market. Lastly, I have to mention here my SMART goals. I have many goals, and I hope to finish them during my course. I will address some of them here. First one, to increase my knowledge by reading, understanding the end user, mastering all the UX process. At the end, develop my English language skills. Thank you all.